In Gaza, 2 million people are being starved. The newly created so-called aid mechanism is an abomination that humiliates and degrades desperate people. It is a death trap costing more lives than it saves. Food is weaponized and Palestinians are dehumanized without consequence. This is a culmination of 20 months of horror, inaction, and impunity. 20 months in which a confined, captive population has been relentlessly bombarded, besieged, and displaced. More than 55,000 people are reported killed, most of them women and children. Those still alive are shadows of their former selves, their lives forever changed by unspeakable trauma and profound loss. In the occupied West Bank, Palestinians have been displaced from camps in the north at level not seen since 1967. Public infrastructure is systematically destroyed, so Palestinians cannot return, and the demography of camps is permanently altered. Annexation is progressing steadily. Excellencies, across the occupied Palestinian territory, we are witnessing the implementation of a long-standing project to undermine the viability of a Palestinian state and to separate Palestinians from Palestine. So great is the desire to strip Palestinians from their refugee status and to sever the link to the occupied territory that UNRWA has become an objective of this war. At least 318 UNRWA personnel have been killed in Gaza since the war began, many with their families. This January, Israeli legislation came into effect, prohibiting UNRWA's activities in what Israel considers its sovereign territory, including occupied East Jerusalem, and prohibiting contact between Israeli authorities and the agencies. Consequently, international UNRWA staff have been effectively expelled from the occupied Palestinian territory. However, our activities continue. The courage and determination of our Palestinian staff, despite arrests, intimidation, and harassment, ensure the delivery of essential services to Palestinian refugees, including primary health care and education. In the dystopian horror that is Gaza, UNRWA still provides more than 15,000 health consultations each day. We also play a critical role in managing shelters, providing clean water, and removing waste. The objective of dismantling the agency also underpins the fierce disinformation campaign spearheaded by Israel. This campaign targets lawmakers and the public in countries that support UNRWA, strangling our funding for critical services to Palestinian refugees. Excellencies, UNRWA's financial situation is dire. Without additional funding, I will soon have to take unprecedented decisions affecting our operation across the region. Palestinian refugees will be impacted most severely. The loss of UNRWA's stabilizing effect on a region in turmoil will also be consequential. In response to the very real possibility of the agency imploding, in the face of extraordinary adversity, the United Nations Secretary General has requested a strategic assessment of the impact and exercise of UNRWA's mandate. The strategic assessment will propose how the rights of Palestinian refugees might be protected amid the immense political, financial, and operational pressure the agency is under. This will require require member states to take bold, decisive, and long overdue action. Excellencies, UNRWA is a tremendous asset if what we seek is a just and lasting solution to the question of Palestine and its people. A genuine, time-bound political process would allow the agency to finally transition its government-like services to empowered and prepared public institutions serving Palestinians. In the absence of an orderly transition, the sudden loss or reduction of UNRWA services will only deepen suffering and despair across the occupied Palestinian territory. It might spark unrest in the neighboring countries. This is something that the region cannot afford, especially now. So, I appeal to the Organisation for Islamic Cooperation and its member states to throw their full political and financial weight behind efforts to safeguard Palestinian refugees' access to protection and essential services. I urge you to act now, before it is too late for millions of people whose lives and future are in your hand. Thank you.
We thank Mr. Lazzarini for his statement. Now I invite Mr. Khalid Khayari, UN Assistant Secretary General for Middle East, Asia and Pacific, to deliver his statement. Please, the floor is yours.
Your Excellency, Mr. Hakan Fidan, Minister of Foreign Affairs of the Republic of Turkey, Your Excellency, Mr. Brahim Taha, Secretary General of OIC, Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, I am honored to be today here on behalf of United Nations Secretary General, Mr. Antonio Guterres, and I join others in offering many thanks to the Republic of Turkey for its generous hospitality. For millennia, Istanbul has served as a bridge between culture and the global center of trade in goods and ideas. This heritage of connectivity speaks directly to the heart of why we are here today, to promote dialogue and understanding, tolerance and peace. Excellency, challenges around the world continue to mount. Multilateralism, diplomacy, and international cooperation are needed more than ever. Nevertheless, we are increasingly witnessing these ideas being questioned or even abandoned. In this context, the significance of the long partnership between the United Nations and the Organisation of Islamic Cooperation continues to grow. Our cooperation spans a wide array of issues of common interest and concerns. As we meet here, the military conflict between Israel and Iran has alarmingly intensified, causing significant human and material damage on both sides. I reaffirm the UN Secretary General's condemnation of military escalation in the region and his call upon all stakeholders to show maximum restraint and take steps to de-escalate with a view to reaching a ceasefire and avoiding any further expansion of the conflict. Constructive dialogue and diplomacy remain the best and only way to achieve a comprehensive and lasting peace. The Israeli-Palestinian conflict has endured for generations, defined